it's Miss Bryant. Good morning. I am recording this morning. It's Wednesday morning, and we just had a delivery, and I hope it was good. Here's what's happening this week and next week. So this week, we have a regular schedule up until Friday. On Friday, we have a minimum day because Thursday night is back to school. So from 6:30 to 8, I hope that your parents and you join us on Zoom, your entire family, bring the whole crew, getting to meet all of our teachers and finding out about all of our curriculum. That's our back to school night. It's happening. There's links to it in Parent Square and also on Instagram, so check it out. Friday is 1 p.m. dismissal. And then next week, we have advisory in your block 1 classes because next Wednesday it's going to be blocks 4, 5, and 6. Today it's blocks 1, 2, and 3. So next week it will be blocks 4, 5, and 6. And so to balance things out, we're having advisory in block 1. I hope that's not too confusing. I just want you to know that in progress is Aries grade books for students and parents. We have a super new student information system, and we are working hard to figure out how to get students and parents access to the gradebook. And I just want you to know that you don't have access yet. That means that you can't see what assignments are missing, and your teachers know that. They're not going to punish you, or they're going to give you opportunities. This is a real encouragement to go to office hours. Make sure that when we do finally get access, you don't feel overwhelmed by a bunch of poorly done assignments or assignments that need to be redone. Check in office hours. We're also going to, in October, have small group advisories, after-school programs, clubs, and sports. More information to come. Okay, boundaries update. So there's only been 9 cell phones collected, and people are on first warning. Second time, their parents will pick up the phone. Third time will be a cell phone contract. We don't have anyone on a second time use, to my knowledge. People who are being dress coded this week are getting explained the dress code. Next week, we are going to start requiring you to change into loaner clothes and send a note home. And then tardies. So you have 4 minutes to hear the bell ring and to get into your seat. As soon as you hear the bell, you've got to move it because we are tracking tardies. Teachers, right? You're tracking tardies. We just want to make sure that you know the boundaries of being in class. And class begins the moment the bell schedule says it begins. To this point, for physical education, dress out in PE, not in passing periods. That's why all of our school has no restroom use the first and last 10 minutes of class. That means after the bell rings. If the bell rings, that's not time to go to the restroom. It's time to go right to class. So let me just remind you about the dress code. You have to have a collared shirt. That is our dress code. In gray, black, or blue, not white. So any color gray, black, blue with a collar or an IVA shirt. And then the bottoms, there's a lot more flexibility there, but it's the same colors plus. I know that lockers are getting passed out in your PE classes, so that's coming. And then physical boundaries, we only enter and exit through the back gate by the Fox's Corner or the office. We do not go through the glass doors. That's not our section of campus, so only if you're supervised by an adult can you go through the glass doors. If we have people go through the glass doors, that we count, we log it as going beyond boundaries. So there's physical boundaries, like we only use the student restrooms on the bottom. There's only 2 restrooms for students and a single restroom by the office. You cannot use any other restrooms. It's adults only. We want to keep adults and students having separate restrooms. And one more boundary. On the blacktop, we have a boundary where once office hours is ended and you can use the basketball courts, you cannot go beyond the basketball courts. So we have limited staff and we have a small school, so we can stay together, close together. See this cute little picture right here? Thanks everyone for taking the picture. You don't go beyond the basketball courts. You stay on this side of campus. And Thursday is nail painting lunch. So choose which color you want. I did promise that I would go get a whole bunch more black and white at lunch. Bring your nails. Come over to the Fox's Corner. We'll have music and we'll paint nails together. And then to end our announcements this morning, we have a virtue shout out from Miss Esquivias and Miss Rosas, both in social science. It's about 2 minutes, so get ready for it. And then when it's done, you can head off into your break.
Hi everyone, I'm Miss Rosas. I teach Social Science 6 and 7 and a Social Justice elective.
Hi everyone, I'm Mrs. Esquivias. I'm the 7th and 8th grade social science teacher.
I just want to shout out one of my blocks. They demonstrated incredible curiosity and open-mindedness today. We were having a conversation about Christopher Columbus and Dr. Seuss, and they just demonstrated a lot of intellectual curiosity and open-mindedness. So I want to shout out my Block 6, Woo! Social Science 6. Y'all are amazing, and I really love hearing your perspectives today. And I just want to do one more shout out. In my social justice class today, there was a student who really pushed forward the thinking and the conversation for the whole class in just a really curious manner as well. And he really helped the whole class to gain new perspectives. So I want to shout out Daniel McGinnis. Thank you so much. You really pushed forward the conversation today. Great job.
Woo! Nice. And I wanted to shout out all of my 8th grade blocks from yesterday. We had a really interesting conversation about how history should be taught, and all of you had really interesting things to say. Thank you for demonstrating intellectual courage. I know it can be hard to talk about these things, so thank you for being vulnerable and open to that, and along with that, being open-minded. With a special shout-out to blocks 5 and 6. The conversation kept going, and I really appreciate it.
So we record those announcements every Wednesday during professional development. So at the end of the day today, when you guys are released from school at 1, we as teachers get together and we celebrate the kind of thinking that you've done. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Bye.